Previously on Survivor. With no time to go back to camp, the castaways took part in a Roysan Reality Classic challenge right after Tribal Council.
Luke is out.
This is not built for me.
The challenge came down to standing on 5 bricks, but Shannon accidentally stacked 6,
Shannon's already standing on 6. Becca's at the...
Oh shit.
resulting in her losing immunity. Back at camp, the target was on Shannon for her mysterious exile experience and the fear of her strategic abilities. It was 2 separate groups that came up with the idea to vote out Shannon, resulting in a 9-1 blindside at Tribal. 9 players remain, who will be voted out tonight.
I want to stick with Lena and Luke. I think we're really good about it.
Yes, I do
Before.
too.
Okay, good.
I absolutely do.
Okay, yeah.
So does that mean it's a? I think we need to keep Sean right now. What numbers?
I'm kind of tied between Eric
And Katie.
Right now at camp, me, Elena, Luke, Meg, and Sean alliance is, I think, kind of ruling the roost right now. It feels awesome. I would like to take Elena to the end with me, and I think she feels the same.
Say the big targets. 3, 2, 1.
Katie and Eric.
Okay, good.
I mean, the thing is, Meg's not even out here, so like, maybe take her off the table. What are your thoughts on Sean?
The threat right now is the numbers that are being gathered by the people on the bottom. So that's more of the, I guess they're not the bottom, but the Tracy, Meg, Lexi.
I think we need to make a big move.
Yeah.
I think we could pull in.
I'm sure that people would be down
maybe
for what
one.
we say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I kind of want to talk to like Lexi, Elena, and like how about we could.
Yeah, I want to
Even
talk to
do that.
Elena and Luke. They would be people that would go for.
It's hard because I'm nervous that if like people that we consider to be kind of on the bottom, like fringe players, like say like Lexi, Meg, and Tracy, who like have so far voted with us but haven't really been the mastermind of any plans, if they start to get numbers and we don't take out any of them, then they can kind of start to make plans of their own.
Can I talk to Sean alone?
Yes.
Sure, thanks.
I think it's finally come time for the 2 bottom players right now to start making some moves. Right now, I need to align myself with somebody who has the biggest target on their back, because we can be more beneficial than we think. And that person is Sean for me.
Remember that thing that we talked about earlier? We're in that position right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking not this go for like
And this one, they won't see it coming. I think this is the right to pull the plug on Elena.
I think we should get one further.
How many do we?
Because
Do you think? What do you think about Eric? So walk me through the numbers. So it's you, me,
yeah,
Becca, Eric. That's 5. That's majority.
I was gonna try to pull.
First things first, back up. Take it back. Thank you. Immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, we're gonna do some Survivor trivia.
There it is.
It will be open answer. I'll give you a pad of paper, a Sharpie. I'll ask you 12 questions. You write down the answer to, I ask you a question, write down the answer. If it's right, you get a point. If it's not right, you don't get a point. At the end of 12 questions, whoever has the most points wins immunity. If it's a tie, there's a tiebreaker question. And whoever gets closest to that number wins immunity. All right, we'll set it up. What advantage did Joey win for stepping off the brick challenge in Survivor New England?
How long do we have?
5, 4, 3, 2, reveal. Vote. Extra vote. Steal a vote. Extra vote. The correct answer is steal a vote. Meg with the correct answer.
Wow, Meg wins. This is a vote steal. Before anyone goes to cast a vote, tell Liam you would like to use your advantage. This will result in you taking someone's vote, resulting in you casting 2 votes.
Second question. Who was the first person to go to Exile Island? Ready, reveal. Damon. Damon. Everyone gets one except for Meg. That's where we started.
It's all time.
How many tie votes was Kevin involved in during Survivor New England? Ready? Reveal. The correct answer is 3, so that's everyone. Your answer is open. That's everyone except for Becca, Katie, and Tracy. We have a tie. We'll have a revote. Kevin. That's 5 votes Kevin, 5 votes Tim. Who has the most individual immunity wins in a single season? 4,
Kill it, don't flick it.
3, 2, ready, reveal. Mike. The correct answer is Mike. And everyone keep their... Congratulations, Mike. You win immunity.
Nice job, dude.
Mike Casey wins immunity. That's it. Congratulations, Mike. How many people have partaken in a rock draw?
Some of people in.
How many people throughout the history of Roysan Reality have reached their hand into a bag and grabbed a checker?
Like
See,
total?
go home.
Total.
Ready, reveal. The correct answer is 6. Becca is the only. 3. Tim. Reveal.
Fuck.
Cerulo.
I guess that's what I get, man.
What was the final food item in Survivor New England eating challenge? 5, 4, 3, 2, reveal. The correct answer is crickets, so that means...
This is wrong.
This is for all the marbles. First one to finish wins.
Are they salted?
Question 7. Who was voted out at the beginning of the hailstorm in Survivor Lakes region? Who was voted out at the beginning of the hailstorm in Survivor? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. The correct answer is Danny, so that's Lexi and...
I said you.
5th person voted out at Survivor Lakes region. Danny. Question number 8. How many votes in total did Sean receive during Survivor Lakes region, including the tie votes? Like how many revotes, how many ties?
Jesus Christ.
How many votes did Sean receive during Survivor Lakes region, including ties? Alright, ready to reveal. The correct answer is 15.
Oh, you were so close.
Oh my gosh, she literally was like 15 across.
Then we got 15.
And Lena crossed it off.
I was like 15 seems like a lot.
Sean.
Who wrote 36?
Lexi, what's that?
Okay, question number 9. What was the third tribe's name in Survivor New England? So when they went from 2 tribes to 3 tribes, what was the name of that third tribe? 5, 4, 3, 2. Ready, reveal. What does yours say, Becca?
Pennacook.
The correct answer was Moosehorn, so
I wrote Moosehorn.
was that Meg, Luke, and...
My answer like 8 times. You said Moosehorn.
Ironically, Tracy was on that tribe, but didn't get the correct answer. Purple tribe, you are Moosehorn.
Yeah. Moosehorn!
Question number 10. Who is the only person to be voted out with an idol in their pocket? They didn't mean the idol. They didn't play it. 5, 4, 3, 2, reveal. Correct answer is Cam. Yep. So that's...
Yeah, we were talking.
I kind of thought it might happen.
You thought right.
What 3 people have won the brick stacking challenge in the previous 3 seasons? So in Survivor New Hampshire, who won? In Survivor New England, who won? And in Survivor Lakes Region, who won? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I wrote not. I wrote not Becca too.
Yeah. I forgot Sonia.
Not Becca, wow.
I thought you wanted Sonia.
No one got the correct answer. It was Kathy, Sonia, and Shannon. 2, 1. Kathy! And just like that, Shannon wins immunity. Okay, question number 12. Who are the 2 people voted out at the Double Tribal Council in Survivor New Hampshire?
Just after 8, final 8. That'd be nice. But one more is going right now. Mike, give me the Netflix.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal.
What'd you put? I said 2 very kind people. So sorry for them.
No one got it correct. It was Nick and Cara. Everyone's out except for Meg and Luke. We have 5. We're going to a tiebreaker question. This is going to be a number, and it's whoever's closest. You can go over, you can go under.
Yeah. Can we just write it on the first page?
I'm just going to fold it on the back.
All right. As of filming, so as of right now, how many minutes of video have been uploaded to the Roysan Roysan Reality channel?
Hold on, including so up to right now.
So as of August, whatever, 17th.
Does this include trailers and everything?
This includes any piece of video on the channel, not raw footage, the edited episodes and trailers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It says 13.
Yeah, but 9, 2, 5. The correct answer is 1,033 minutes. That means Luke. Congratulations.
Good job, dude.
Luke.
Oh, I was on it.
You have 1 immunity.
Yeah, right.
Guarantees you a 1 in 8 shot at winning this game. For the rest of you, not so lucky. Grab your things.
Can we give you the Sharpies and stuff? Shannon.
But I think it might be time for Eric. I don't know.
Okay.
This round, I want to vote out Eric. I feel like him and Katie are the two biggest targets right now because they're so closely aligned. However, I don't want to blindside Katie because I just blindsided Shannon, and that just does not look good from a jury management standpoint, and that's where I really messed up my game last time. So I'm trying really hard to make sure people go out and they don't hate me.
So it doesn't really matter.
I do think Eric's not doing as much strategically as Katie is.
Yeah, that's also true.
Which, at this point in the game, might be more of a consideration.
Katie and Eric are my biggest targets because they seem to be the tightest pair out of the 9 people that are left, and pairs are very intimidating to me. Other people that are not Katie and Eric are willing to work with me, and I think I'm their priority and main contact point and main alliance, whereas Katie and Eric are each other's.
I feel on Sean. I could be down with Sean.
I was just talking to Katie a little bit because me and Elena want to try to blindside Katie at some point soon, but we think now is not the right time. I personally think right now is the right time to get rid of Eric because Eric is just such a huge threat strategically and physically.
We want to keep Eric longer than we keep Sean. In my mind, they're pretty much the same player right now. You know what I mean? They're pretty same competitively. I think the thing is that I think Eric has the puzzle aspect on top of the physical aspect and has the super fan aspect. Sean's doing well because he's him like figuring out the game. Eric is like, he's there.
It's just been kind of a scramble. Like, I feel like different people are talking to different people and just coming up with different names. Becca and Eric threw out Meg, only because she's like starting to actually kind of play a little bit.
But I'm like, now she...
What we were saying, she's just starting to play.
Yeah.
So it's like, these things, at least the last couple of challenges have been tailored towards her skill set. Because it's been like that standing thing. I think she was 3 or 4. And then this one, she almost won.
Yeah.
Like, people have been saying, oh, she's an easy vote to like get behind, but...
But it's like, an easy vote's okay for me right now.
I was just talking with Katie, Becca, and Sean, and we were trying to think what are the numbers right now. And so I was thinking, as far as people who are threats in this game, I think that Elena is playing well. It's kind of hard to say who else is doing that well in this game.
Because we were like, what if we vote on Elena? Because she's
The one
powerful plays.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure that there's many drawbacks, but like would be that it adds to Luke's resume, the kind of like getting knocked down to nothing.
And then if he gets far.
Yeah. But it's like, if he gets to the next one,
I think Elena is sitting really nicely at the top of this, orchestrating everything, and it is almost her time to go.
I think one thing that I'm really thinking of, and a few other people, are Elena. Just because Luke's tightest person. You know? And like, that would be, I think that would be a huge game changer, right? Yeah. And so that's with Sean, Eric, Lexi knows, and Katie. Luke does not, obviously. Luke doesn't know, Elena doesn't know, and Tracy. So, how was the feeling on that one? Sean wasn't sure, but I think everyone else was like, we can do it.
Kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, so.
Luke's vulnerable right now, and we can get his biggest alliance member off.
And Elena play would be epic.
Would be epic.
But not. Yeah, that's what he said.
I think it would be massive. She's sitting pretty up there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's But this time, 1,000%
Yeah.
And I think that has to come after the big guys are out.
Yeah. So who do you think?
I'm going to walk with Eric.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's what other people are saying too.
I'm not going to vote for Eric because he's my closest alliance.
Yeah. For Sean? Yeah, because Meg was like, what about Sean? And I was like, that's, yeah.
What I don't trust about Sean is the non-committal nature, like unless you're actually in his corner.
Yeah, he's like a ghost in the wind.
Yeah, he won't actually tell you.
He talks to everyone.
Thinking. Yeah.
He likes little one-on-one dates.
Yep.
I don't know if he's just trying to like ask questions or like he could have some medical.
Yeah.
But at some point it's gonna be us.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, like I'm trying to protect them.
Yeah, let's do this thing. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I mean, that was literally me as soon as it came to March. I was like, let's fuck your Sean.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, that I don't know if I told you this. So, because I was like, maybe Elena, Meg said that she'd be going, so we wouldn't meet Sean necessarily if Eric, not Luke obviously, but like Eric, I have done this 5 times. And it's like, I don't know if they do. So Eric, you, Meg, and that would also
I sort of feel like Lexi's not trusting me right now. Like,
dude, I don't trust her.
I don't. She's.
I feel like I'm on a sinking ship, so I'm trying to jump ship. But I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job of it at all. And I'm not even sure if it's smart to jump ship at this point. But I think I have to commit fully.
Yeah. Am I going home this round?
No.
No?
No, you're not.
Would you tell me if I was?
I would tell you at travel.
I mean, actually, if I am, please do.
Right, welcome back. So we've had 2 votes, 2 unanimous votes. So Sean, how does that make you feel that the tribe came together, but then it seems like everyone's voting in the group? Does that make you feel comfortable, or is it, do you start to feel, am I the next one that they're going to go after?
It definitely feels comfortable if you're part of the majority, but at the same time it's a little bit boring, so, and predictable.
That's
the game.
That's the greatest question. If you're in the majority, but if everyone is the majority, who becomes the minority? Katie, how do you think you can tell?
I think you see who people are going off and talking with. I think that shows a lot. It's like who you want to be grouped in with. So I don't know. I think there's lots of things. It's like who you knew before this, who you were on past tribes with. I don't know. It's definitely a tangled web.
In the game of Survivor, odd numbers are pretty much where you can make moves. So having 2 predictable votes, Elena, does that make you feel like now that it's 9, people are going to start connecting those connections they had before? Which would it be the first night before or whatever tribe you were on for the first day?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's trying to leverage the numbers and the connections that they've made so far this game to make a big move, because at the end of the day, you want big moves on your resume, so I think everyone's trying to do that.
That resume stance is something that gets brought up a lot in Survivor. How many people here, by show of hands, are concerned with their resume? Everyone? So Becca, with everyone concerned about their resume, does that make you scared that either they're going to try to do a big thing to get their resume, or that your resume isn't up to what theirs are?
Yeah, I think something that I've brought up to other people is like, we're all each other's jury, which is kind of cool. So you get to beef up your resume right in front of people, and hopefully they remember it, like when they're sitting there and they don't remember the time that you voted them out. Like, that's a shitty time to remember, just being like, oh, well, you got me out. But just being like, oh yeah, well, you were there and like you helped me with this, you did that. So beefing up is always good, but also seeing other people as being beefed up and trying to see like, who do you compare to? And some of us were talking about that before too, like who are you comparing yourselves to? Is it to like your personal game or the actual game like at the challenge? And both count, but like how much do each?
Alright, so we've had Sean say it's been predictable and boring. You all are concerned about your resumes, and Becca just said you're all each other's juries. So, Lexi, what does that make you, how does that make you feel in a vote that could be so pivotal so late in the second day? That's only 3 days.
Nervous.
We'll do another poll. How many people are nervous going into this vote? Makes sense. Everyone but Luke, who...
This is a little skeleton thing I gotta remember.
So Luke's the only one that didn't raise his hand. Meg, you were this close to winning that challenge. How hard would that be to go out in a situation like that when you're so close?
It would be the worst. I think if there was one, well, if there's many of them that would actually be annoying to get out on, but if it was one, and I think there's people up here that have definitely already felt that, they lose a challenge, they go home. That is probably the worst way to go, but almost kind of also a compliment, I see it as. But it's not easy.
So Tracy, you raised your hand about resumes. Earlier you said, you didn't say, but you implied that your journey of redemption isn't over. So how does that attitude put you, like how does that attitude affect your gameplay going forward?
Yeah, coming into the game, I figured that if you weren't playing my season, you might have watched some of that season and realized that I didn't make it to the merge. And I wanted to play a different game and improve my game and make mistakes, but make different mistakes. And I feel like I'm playing a different game, and it's worked better for me this time. So I'm really hoping to show the underdog story and to appreciate my chance at revival.
And I think Eric, you're the only one that I haven't talked to, so you had a front row seat last time you played to someone trying to build up their resume. So how does that affect Sean or Danny? And people that didn't make the moves when they could have, like Colleen and Katie, that ended up making them lose. So how does that affect your game now that you're further than you've been in that previous game?
So from the outside observer, I feel like I am frequently thinking about actually getting something on the resume. So there are certain times where you could have had something on the resume and that would have been great. I think that all of us thought when the idea for voting out Shannon was pitched, that was going to be something that would make you stand out. But because it's not unique and there haven't been too many other opportunities besides individual challenge immunities, then it's very tough to stand out, and you can see the downfall of not.
Okay, great. So the theme of this Scrabble has been resumes, so let's see who's not going to get the job. John, you're up first.
I'm hoping this is the right vote. I feel like you're a big player. You've really started to play this season, and I think you would be really strong.
I'm sorry, you and Katie were throwing my name out there. Katie, you won't know this is happening. Eric, you're a really good game player.
I'll go tally the votes.
I like the kick of the dust. That was sweet.
Alright, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and like to use one, now would be the time to do so. If not, once the votes are read, the decision is final, and that person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Eric. Sean. One Eric, one Sean. Eric. Sean. That's 2 Sean, 2 Eric. Eric. That's 3 Eric, 2 Sean. Sean. 3 Sean, 3 Eric. Eric. Third member of the jury, Eric. Eric, Travis spoken.
Good luck,
I'm
guys.
ready to go. Talking about building resumes. Maybe some of you added something. Maybe you didn't. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
Well, just got voted out, but on the upside, it was a new personal best, so I don't know. I got to compete in more immunity challenges. I did better in the ones that I did get to compete in, and I don't think that I could have played any harder. I was worried that people weren't considering me because it would make me worse of a player, so I guess in a sense I am flattered, and I'm excited to see what comes next.
Next time on Survivor. Becca and Katie find themselves on the outs at camp. The challenge pits the castaways against each other. And how will a storm affect the game?
Is everyone here?
Yeah.
You want to gather?